Welcome to this week's 3-minute sticky note. I've survived more medical emergencies than I can count, at least according to my imagination. I've had fictional heart attacks, imaginary diseases, and enough self-diagnosed illnesses to keep a waiting room busy for years. Anxiety is creative like that. It can take the smallest sensation and turn it into a life or death situation before you've even had a chance to think twice. One of my favorite examples happened on a flight home from Toronto. I had been attending union meetings and was flying back home. Everything was fine. I opened a bag of cashews, nothing dramatic, just a man having a snack on an airplane. Then one got stuck in my throat. Now, before I go any further, let me be clear. The cashew actually got stuck. That part was real. But what happened next is where anxiety took over the writing duties. The moment it happened, my mind jumped straight to the ending. This is it. Not take a drink of water. Not let's see if this clears. No. My mind skipped every reasonable possibility and headed directly for disaster. I jumped up out of the aisle seat, arms flailing, and started making a scene. The gentleman behind me sprang into action, wrapped his arms around me, and performed the Heimlich maneuver. Pop! Out came the cashew. Problem solved. The passengers applauded. The flight attendant thanked him. The pilot shook his hand after he landed and congratulated him on his quick thinking and life-saving heroics. He even got a free drink. Me? I got a red face and a long walk off the airplane. And I'll be honest, part of me was thinking, not one person is going to mention that I was the guy who made this hero possible. Apparently, I was just a supporting actor in someone else's success story. Looking back, I can laugh now. But the lesson stayed with me. The cashew was real, the choking was real, the panic was real. But the disaster movie my mind instantly created was fiction. That's what anxiety does. It writes a script before reality has finished the first sentence. It rehearses tragedy. It predicts catastrophe. It turns possibilities into certainties. And after enough years of doing that, you start believing every story your mind tells you. I spent years diagnosing fiction. A headache became something serious, a pain became a crisis, a sensation became a prediction, and almost every time reality turned out to be far less dramatic than the story I had written. Don't get me wrong, real health issues exist. Real medical problems deserve real attention. But I spent a lot of years trying to solve problems that only existed in my imagination. The thing that finally helped me wasn't becoming better at diagnosis. It was becoming better at recognizing when anxiety had picked up the pen. Because the moment you realize anxiety is writing the script, you can stop treating every thought like a fact. You can pause, you can breathe, and you can give reality a chance to tell its side of the story. That's today's sticky note. If this podcast meant something to you, please hit share or follow so you don't miss the next episode. You can follow me on TikTok or Facebook. Find me online at trippingovermyself.com. My books are available on Amazon. Thank you so much for listening to these podcasts. Take care of yourself, and I'll talk to you again in the next episode.